Hello, this is Coach Spalding, and I'm glad to be back with you this evening, early evening, at Park Shore Marina in Seattle. It's lovely this evening, and I thought I would just recap some of the things that I had talked with you about earlier. And those things were the 9 fundamentals of success. Let me just go over those right quick for you, very quickly, and then we'll move on to some examples. The first fundamental that we talked about was knowing the essence of who you are, in that you are a spiritual being, and you must do things to uplift your spirit and the spirit of others every day. It's important to do something of a spiritual nature each day. Bring a smile to the table. Help someone across the street. Do something unexpected, unexpected kindness, something that brings a smile to you. The second thing is that you are a physical being. It's very important for you to work your body, to exercise your body, to eat well, and do the things that you need to do to keep your body in good shape. After all, your body is what carries you around. And the third thing that we talked about was that you are a mental person. Your mind is very important. You must exercise your mind. You must be a person with a strong mind. Learn something new every day. Challenge yourself mentally every day. It's important for you to pay attention to these 3 aspects of who you are, the essence of who you are each day. The fourth thing that we talked about was being able to upgrade the quality of your thoughts. Thoughts are things, and they do make a difference. So if every day we can upgrade the quality of what we're thinking about, bring it up a notch or two every day, this is very important. The fifth thing is that we must remember that what comes out of our mouth, our speech, is very important. That is what other people hear. That is what represents you. The way you talk and what you talk about. It's very important to upgrade the level of your speech. Be encouraging. Be positive. Upgrade the level of your speech. And the sixth thing is your actions, the things that you do each day. Upgrade the level of your actions. Do things that move you closer to your goals every day, even if it's a little thing. Do something small that will move you forward towards the goals that you have set for yourself. Now, the seventh thing was that it's really something that we all struggle with. We all know that we need to do better at, but it's something that I must bring up, and it's a key, important part of the 9 fundamentals of success. And that seventh thing is being disciplined, self-discipline, being able to discipline yourself to do the things that you need to do every day and do them consistently. The eighth thing is taking personal responsibility. It's personal responsibility. Your decisions and your choices, you must take responsibility for them and not blame other people for what you think and what you do. Take personal responsibility for who you are. And the last and final thing, which could be one of the most important, if not the most important, is that we must be consistent with all of these things. Consistency is the key. Not doing what we talked about one day and forgetting the next, or doing it for 1 week and slacking off the next week. You must be consistent with all 9 of these fundamentals. And that is really, it's like having a lottery ticket. It really is, right in your hand right now. And all you have to do is cash your ticket. You have the fundamentals. They've been laid out for you. All you have to do is be consistent with them on a day-to-day basis. Okay, now, let me tell you a couple of stories that might be interesting to you and maybe humorous. I go and have green tea every day in the morning. I go and sit on the patio at a local tea house and have green tea. And there's a group of fellas that come and visit in the morning to start the day off. And one of my good buddies came the other day, and he is overweight. He came the other day and sat down across from me and he was talking about a doctor visit he had just had, where the doctor told him he needed to exercise more, he needed to watch his diet, and he needed to lose weight. And he sat across from me, and he said, "Well, you know, Mike, I'm just a sedentary person. I'm just that's just the way I am." And I looked at him, and I said, "Joe, the doctor just told you that if you want to live, you must lose weight, you must exercise, and you must watch the quality and the quantity of the amount of food you eat." And that was not enough motivation for you to discipline yourself, to change your habits, or to form new habits? Well, if that's not motivation enough for you, what is? That's the key here. It's motivation. If something is motivating you, you will do what is necessary to make the changes you need to accomplish that goal. And if the motivation is staying alive, not dying, it would seem that that motivation would be strong enough to make you have the type of discipline and the type of consistency that you need in your actions, in your thoughts about eating and not eating, and what to eat and what not to eat, and so forth. It would seem that that would be enough motivation for you to do that. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot use your past habits as an excuse. You can't say that, well, I'm just a sedentary person and I can't change. Well, you can change. If the motivation is strong enough, you can change. That goes the same way for being successful. If your motivation for being successful is strong enough, the type of discipline you need, the type of consistency you need, okay, the upgrade of your level of speech and action and thought that you would need to accomplish these goals would gradually come into play, and you would be moving yourself farther down the road to success as you define it. What success is to you, you have to be clear in your vision about what success looks like. The clarity of your vision is very important. You must have a clear vision of what you're trying to accomplish, what success looks like. Then you're able to focus on that vision and have the discipline necessary, because the motivation is strong enough to make it happen. There is a period that comes about between a stimulus or perception and an action. A stimulus and an action. There is an area in between, a period, a time in between those two. That's the time you must really take to look at a situation, to analyze things, and really see clearly before you act, before you come to a final conclusion about an action or a perception. Take that time between the stimulus and the action to really analyze everything that you see and hear in front of you. So balance is a key. That's what I want to leave you with today, is that remember all the 9 things we talked about, and balance. Balance. Make sure also that you take your time with perceptions. Don't be overwhelmed by what appears. Look a little deeper. Look into someone's eyes. Okay? Take a little time, and then come up with a conclusion, an action, a proper action, and so forth. It's in your hands. It is in your hands. Your decisions and choices are in your hands. And by all means, keep the faith.